Death at Bishop's Keep. Chapter 49. The hiding of a crime or the detection of a crime. What is it? A trial of skill between the police on one side and the individual on the other. Wilkie Collins, The Woman in White. Lakin was frowning thoughtfully as he mounted his bicycle, but instead of riding out in the direction of Marsden Manor, he rode towards the vicarage. An important matter wanted clearing up before he spoke to Charlie Sheridan. The vicar was among his roses. "Ah, Edward," he said, straightening, a basket of late blossoms in his hand. "Perhaps you would care for a cup of morning tea. A biscuit? I'm sure Mrs. Mills can find us a little something." "Thank you, sir," Lakin said, "but I fear I'm in a bit of a hurry. I came to ask you to enlighten me as to the Ardley inheritance." Yes," the vicar seemed burdened by the thought. "It is very simple, really. Miss Ardley, Sabrina Ardley, recently made a new will. Her sister Bernice was her previous beneficiary. Owing to difficulties between them, Miss Ardley determined to exclude her from inheritance. In her place she named her niece. There are some minor bequests, of course, but the bulk of the estate goes to Catherine, as it should," he added. "She is the last Ardley." "I see," Lakin said. He kept his face carefully blank. "Do you know, sir, when Miss Catherine Ardley learned of her good fortune?" The vicar looked at him, a slight frown puckering his forehead. "As a matter of fact, I told her yesterday after her aunt's death. It was a great shock to her." "You're sure?" The vicar's tufted eyebrows rose. "Why, man, you're not suggesting—" "Of course it was a surprise." His face filled with consternation. "You can't possibly suspect that young woman of causing the death of her aunts." "Thank you, sir," Lakin said. It spoke well of Miss Ardley that the vicar would rise to her defence so readily. But of course it was his business to think the best of any soul. It was Lakin's business to think the worst.